Oh yeah. But my top five isn't about food this week, guys. I thought you were about to end the show real quick.
No, but I am gonna give you a fine because you keep carrying out this delay.
What delay? I know someone who has the last name delay. Happy Thanksgiving when you're listening to this. It's either right before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving. I don't know what the plan is as far as
It's
sending
gonna
out
be
this
Friday,
Friday. It's gonna be on Friday.
Friday.
like Friday, baby.
Okay. Uh, so hope you guys just had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you helped yourself to a lot of food. But my top five is my favorite Thanksgiving traditions. My my family doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of Thanksgiving traditions, so mine might seem a little bland to you guys. Um, but it does kind of have a little bit to do with food. My number five. I only have five. I don't have any honorable mentions. Like I said, we don't do a lot of shit. Number five. The after Thanksgiving leftover sandwich.
Ooh.
That's it's huge, guys. It's you got to do it. You have to do it because there's so much leftovers, and you don't want to eat the same thing the same way 4 days in a row or whatever you have it. The Thanksgiving leftover sandwich is one of the more beautifully crafted sandwiches with as many ingredients as you can possibly put on it. You may like to do it as a hoagie. You may like to do it as a regular, just sliced bread sandwich. However, you like to do it, you elevate it with cranberry sauce. I've had, just the regular, the bland, just because I have to. I've had that sandwich. But give me that's where cranberry sauce really comes in. I don't necessarily eat it like on my turkey or with anything else when I'm eating my plate, but that cranberry sauce on the sandwich afterwards is perfecto. And that's only my number five, guys. Number four, desserts. Okay, my family doesn't necessarily. Well, for they have like three staples. They do pumpkin pie, apple pie, um, and a cheesecake. But
Mm.
Thanksgiving is a time for my mom to try out new desserts or new recipes. Or if someone new is joining us for Thanksgiving dinner, we encourage them to bring a dessert because my mom goes overboard with the sides sometimes. So, like, we don't need you to bring sides. If you want to bring something, bring a dessert. Um, but my wife does pumpkin cheesecake, which is fantabulous.
Love cheesecake.
She goes a little overboard with the pumpkin puree. It's super pumpkiny flavored, but it's good. Um, she's also making a trifle this year. She does it a lot. But you got chunked up brownies with cheesecake pudding mixed with Cool Whip and sugared strawberries. Mix that all together. It's delicious. Also, well, actually, I think in a trifle you like it's layered, and then when you eat it, you mix it all up because it's good like that. But regardless, fun desserts are what make Thanksgiving complete. Because if you have all the good food and you don't have a good dessert, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Number three. My mom tried to get this little game going. Um, I don't think it's survived for very long, but it's a fun idea because nowadays, a lot of people are just like when I mean I don't necessarily have a problem with this because I can talk to people, including my parents. But you hear that complaint of like nowadays, like kids are always on their phone or like playing video games, like they don't try to spend a lot of time with their family. Blah 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 blah. Screen time, screen time, screen time. Adults just drink alcohol. Problems with modern society. But my mom got this little game going where she would like make up a bunch of questions, put it in a jar, and pass it around, and we would pull one out and like give honest answers about shit. They one got a little bit too personal. I think my sister drew it, and she was like, "Mom, what the fuck?" And the game ended or whatever. um, it's fun stuff like that. Like one of the questions I got was like if there was a dog from our past that you could bring back right now, which one would it be? And like it's some sentimentally shit. It's fun to do as a family. Um, but yeah, that's like the one like family like spend time together tradition that kind of got going for a few years that I think would still be fun to do today. It's a good idea for your families out there if you're listening. Fun question. Number two, Blackout Wednesday. The the tradition of getting plastered and blacked out the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Um, I don't know if you want to call it like reverse carb loading or whatever, but just like getting just absolutely sloshed at whatever establishment is open on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. I know one year my my cousins and us had a hard time finding something that was open. I think because we went out at like 10 o'clock. But yeah, Blackout Wednesday, getting drunk with your family is a lot of fun. Was not a tradition until I turned. Well, not technically. I had a few drinks before the age of 21, guys.
But not Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah, not like totally getting sloshed like that. Um, but it's it's what keeps I don't know. It's what keeps the fun alive as an adult. I don't need alcohol to have fun, but it's a lot more fun with alcohol.
Thanks for clarifying.
You're welcome. And number one, you had to know I was just gonna go here. Watching football with the fam. There's no better activity to spend time together with. I did not skip two. Don't put that in the chat. Two was Blackout Wednesday. Jesus.
What was three?
Three was Family Questions.
Okay. My bad.
Well,
That's a fine, Sean.
I was on it. I was on it this time. Yep, we're finding you for that.
Had to check him, man.
But
Had to check him.
It's a football tradition as old as whenever they started that tradition. Dallas and Detroit. We got football to watch on Thanksgiving. It's like a mission. In my family, we bonded with my mom's side of the family because they were Cardinals baseball fans, but they were Chiefs football fans, so we accepted them for that. We despised part of us despised them for their choice in the Redbirds, but when you have the option in the middle of Missouri and you have the option to choose between the Cardinals who, you know, between the 80s and 2000s won a handful of World Series and then got the Royals with one.
Now,
Yeah, now. I specified the time period, Sean.
You said between the 80s and now.
80s and 2000s. Did I not say 2000s?
Yeah, they won in the 80s against the Cardinals.
That's another
Hey,
fine, Sean.
Okay, we're not gonna get.
How's that a fine? It's a correct fact.
You were wrong. You didn't correct.
He said
You
80s and
corrected
2000s.
between
And
the
the
80s
Royals
and 2000s. I didn't say between the 80s.
Had
and
one, not two.
We're
whatever.
getting too bogged down.
I'm still going home.
Jesus, you are home.
Shut up.
You just need to go to bed.
Finish your top five.
Go to bed in your little nook. It's football.
Finish.
Watching football with the family is
Finish
the greatest Thanksgiving tradition that has ever made.